Here's a full, detailed explanation you can use in your video in English about how the Iran-Israel-USA conflict is affecting oil, energy, and the global economy. This is based on the latest verified reports. Video section: Oil, Energy, and the Global Economy. 1. Why oil markets are tense. The Iran-Israel-USA conflict is happening right where a huge portion of the world's oil and gas flows. The Strait of Hormuz is a narrow waterway in the Gulf through which about 20% of the world's oil and gas supplies pass. Because of the war and threats to close it, oil shipping is disrupted and markets are reacting. Trade Dimex. 2. Oil prices have spiked sharply. Since the conflict escalated, oil prices have surged above $100 per barrel in global markets. The Guardian +1. Even with releases from strategic reserves, prices remain volatile and high. Reuters. This is one of the largest disruptions to oil supply in recent history. Financial Times. When oil gets this expensive, fuel, gasoline, diesel costs go up. Transportation costs rise. Everything from food to manufactured goods becomes more expensive because energy is needed for production and shipping. 3. Global economy feels the shock. The war's impact isn't just regional, it's global, affecting consumer prices. Higher oil and gas prices push up inflation in many countries. UNWS. Central banks struggle to control inflation when energy costs rise sharply. HURNWS. Stock markets and trade. Major stock markets have been volatile as investors react to energy uncertainty. AP News. Countries dependent on imports are facing higher costs. UNWS. Shipping and trade routes disrupted. Tankers and cargo ships can't safely pass through the Gulf, raising shipping costs and slowing trade. Al Jazeera. Risk of global slowdown. If disruptions continue, economists warn that global growth could slow and inflation could worsen. Wikipedia. 4. Governments are responding. Because of the threat to energy supply, the International Energy Agency (IEA) released a record 400 million barrels from world oil reserves to calm markets. Reuters. The United States also released a large amount from its strategic reserve. Business Today. These moves aim to lower price spikes and ensure energy supply stays stable. 5. Long-term economic risks. Economists warn that if the conflict keeps affecting oil supply, prices could go even higher, possibly toward $150, $200 per barrel. Reuters. Higher energy costs can slow economic growth worldwide. Wikipedia. Countries that depend heavily on imported energy, especially in Europe and Asia, could face serious inflation and supply challenges. UNWS. Summary: what you should say in video. The Iran-Israel-USA war is threatening a major global energy route, the Strait of Hormuz. Oil prices have spiked above $100 per barrel due to supply fears. Rising energy costs are pushing inflation up and hurting global trade and markets. Governments are releasing emergency oil reserves to stabilize prices. If the war keeps going, the global economy could face slower growth, higher inflation, and deeper energy shortages.